Friday, 18th of January. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here in the Weather on the Ones Forecast Center. Our storm system that brought rain and snow to many spots across the region yesterday is gone. There's the radar imagery this morning, and it is long gone here across the area. What's left is some cold temperatures this morning. I'll show you that in just a moment. The previous system, again, is well off to our northeast now. What's left of it is causing a little bit of snow over parts of the Canadian Maritimes and the easternmost parts of Massachusetts. Now, these are some of the especially triad area snow totals with this system. Run those down for you. And in general, that is the portion of the forecast that worked out pretty well, roughly from the triad on north into southern parts of Virginia. The part of my forecast that was not very good was the southern Piedmont, back into some of the southern mountain spots in the upstate. The reason that snow accumulation forecast didn't pan out down that way, and I had gone lighter snow amounts down that way, but I didn't go light enough. In fact, many spots didn't get any snow on the ground at all. And the reason is the rain to snow changeover was a good bit slower than anticipated. And by the time the rain kicked over to snow in many spots, and in some spots it didn't even kick over at all, but in many spots it kicked over too late to get snow on the ground. But again, the Triad area did very well. This is a look, one of the viewer photos we received there from Alamance County. And we appreciate all your pictures you've sent in. Here's how the system unfolded. Now, we had a data outage here at News 14 as this event was kind of beginning to wind down. So you'll see the radar and the satellite imagery take a jump there, and that's why. So that system is gone. In the wake of it, we have a big sprawling area of high pressure building in, and that is going to give us something we have not seen a lot of recently, and that's sunshine. And so the clouds and precipitation from this previous system, they're gone. And we're going to be looking at a lot of sun moving forward. There's your temperatures, a lot of icy spots on roadways this morning, and there'll be a lot of refreezing on some roads and spots where there's some snow on the ground coming up tomorrow morning. So just use a lot of caution as you're out and about early on Saturday as well. But check out the sunshine on the way here. Here's the RPM modeling, and we are in great shape as we go through today, tomorrow, and Sunday. A few bright sunny days on the way. I don't really think anybody's going to complain about that after all the relatively gloomy weather we've had of late. Now, let me show you what it looks like in the modeling. On the European, again, the previous system is long gone, much weakened and out into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, as we get into early parts of next week, this trough will amplify and deliver the coldest air in about a year for most of us here across the region. Now, the European kind of reinforces the cold shot toward the end of next week. You notice a big clipper system in the western Great Lakes, the northern Plains states, by Friday, and that kind of reinforces that big trough over the eastern U.S. the following weekend. Okay, so just to talk about the early week cold shot, there's the 850 millibar temperatures on the Canadian model, valid Tuesday morning, and so you have some 850 temperatures down to 20 degrees below zero in northwestern North Carolina. Compare that to the European model, which I believe is for the same time. Yep, there you go. Similar, not quite as cold as the Canadian, but certainly the upper southeast gets a pretty good cold shot. And again, the air mass modifies, but then toward the end of next week, another big blast of cold air arrives on the European. That's early morning hours of Sunday, the 27th of January. Now, real quick on the precipitation fields, not a whole lot to show you here. High pressure building in today and tomorrow. Beautiful weekend with lots of sunshine. There's Sunday. Monday, here comes the cold air. Tuesday, look at those thicknesses of the eastern part of the country, really tightly packed. So again, the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley, bitterly cold, and the upper southeast get to taste of that some of that cold air. Wednesday, the air mass begins to modify a bit very slowly, and certainly by Thursday it's a little milder. But then toward the end of the week, again, the European brings in another cold front, maybe a few showers with it on Friday, but doesn't look like anything terribly significant at all. But again, like I mentioned, by the following weekend, the European reinforces the cold blast while the GFS does not. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.